We are live. We are live. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. If you want to support this rebel outpost, if you want to support the home for the true college football sickos with a donation, just hit that $ where you make your comment and I'll get to your super chat as quick as I possibly can. Welcome everybody into the studio that sits on the corner, the very corner of Keith Jackson Parkway and Kurt Gowdy Avenue. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to become a legend with your comments and with your phone calls at halftime, post game. Holy smokes! We got the blackboard. We got the famous blackboard. We're ready to go, guys. If you're looking at the title screen of the watch party, Iowa State Cyclones, number 22 in the country, according to the preseason AP poll, and number 17, the Kansas State Wildcats. This is it. It is the beginning of the 2025 college football season, week 0. And I am all fired up. I'm all excited. And again, this is a Big 12 conference matchup to begin the season. And you all know how I feel about this game. I took the Kansas State Wildcats minus 3.5 points. Whoops. I took the Wildcats minus 3.5 points. And so did you all. You did the same play that I did. We both took Kansas State. Now the line is 3.5 here at Peek Around the Corner. In other places, it's 3. But when we did our selection, we got Kansas State at minus 3.5. I've got, the biggest question for the Cyclones. Buckeye Greg has Iowa State. A lot of people have Iowa State. It was a very close vote among you Einsteins. 55% of you took Kansas State. 45% of you took Iowa State. The Iowa State, the Cyclones wide receiver room. That is the question that Matt Campbell and the Cyclones have to answer. You got Xavier Townsend. You got Chase Sowell. Are they going to be able to make the plays? Because Rocco Beck is a good quarterback. Rocco Beck is a very good quarterback. He had a very good season last year. That's the question. Not Carson Hansen, although is Abu Sama going to be the running back that I thought he was going to be a couple years ago? Last year he wasn't quite the guy he was the year before, but Carson Hansen's a good running back. They're going to have a good defense. But does the Iowa State Cyclones have the receivers to get separation? That is the main question that I have for the Cyclones. For the Kansas State Wildcats, now they're missing their offensive tackle, Fitzgerald. He's been injured for a while. He's not going to play today. They are going to have a limited snap count for their starting safety. But the main question for me when it comes to the Kansas State Wildcats is the quarterback, Avery Johnson. Can he get to the next level? I thought he had a pretty good season last year. There it is. Gunnar Maldonado. Gunnar, we'll just call him Gunnar, Kansas State safety. He's going to be limited snaps today. Limited snaps today for Kansas State. The question on Avery Johnson, can he get to the next level? Can he make that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9 in the pocket 3-step drop, quick boom to an open wide receiver instead of hesitating. I saw too much hesitation out of Avery Johnson. It's the same thing I have with Eli Holstein at Pittsburgh. A lot of quarterbacks. For them to get to the next level, it's got to be 3-step drop, 5-step drop, process the field quickly, and deliver it with good timing and accuracy. If we see that today with Avery Johnson, the Kansas State Wildcats are going to go to the Big 12 championship game. They're going to be a threat in the college football playoffs. But I got to see it to believe it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, ladies and gentlemen, I got to be tough on everybody. I do. And that includes the Kansas State Wildcats. I got them coming in third in the Big 12. I don't quite have them get into the Big 12 championship. I feel more comfortable, better with Sam Leavitt and Mr. Robertson out of Baylor. But if Avery Johnson can show me a little bit more development, then Kansas State is going to be very difficult to stop. I also want to see, Jace Brown become the receiver that he can be with Kansas State. They've got some guys, but Dylan Edwards, the running back, how many touches is he going to get? How many touches is Dylan Edwards going to get? We know he's going to be targeted. He should be targeted 3 to 5 times out of the backfield on passing plays. How many times is Dylan Edwards going to carry the rock for the Wildcats? That is something, because I think this game is going to be a good indication, even though it's game 1, a good indication how the Wildcats are going to use Dylan Edwards. And I hope they use him like they used him in the bowl game last year. Let him shine. Let Dylan Edwards shine. They're talking about Garrett Oakley, the tight end of Kansas State, big old number 86. Avery Johnson's got guys. Rocco Beck's got some guys. But then again, can the Cyclones wide receiver room play at an elite Big 12 level? Let's get to the roll call. Thank you guys for joining us. This is a first of many watch parties we're going to be doing this season. We led the nation in watch parties throughout all the college football YouTube channels, and it wasn't even close. We are going to do the same this year. So come on in, have some fun. These are the rules. The rules are as follows. You have fun. This is why we're here. This is why we watch college football. The history, the pageantry, and the passion of college football. That is why so have fun. Now, you can throw a few elbows in the chat room, but no personal attacks. You can throw the elbows when it comes to college football, what team you have, but no personal attacks. But other than that, have fun. There is another rule. You can put down your comments in real time. You don't have to delay it. Sometimes I watch parties of other shows, YouTube channels, and the host gets all upset when somebody puts a comment in on what just happened in the game, and because they have not seen it yet on their TV, the host gets upset. No. Some of us are 3 seconds delayed from others. Some of us are 5 seconds. Some of us are 10 seconds. You react to the game in real time. If you are celebrating a touchdown, if there is a blocked field goal, you go put it in the chat. For those who are sensitive about learning something before you actually see it, then don't look at the chat room until you see the play. But I'm not going to hold people back. I'm not going to hold people back. That's not how football is. If you are excited that the other team missed a field goal, you put it on the chat room. Now, but don't troll. Like, don't say there's a touchdown when there's not a touchdown, okay? You know, be responsible to the other people in the chat room. But other than that, that's it. We're going to have a lot of fun. Holy smokes. Mr. Sparty, Zero Wiz, has done it again. He's been doing it for weeks, for months, for years. Mr. Sparty and the PATC family has just given out, by the kindness, the generosity in his heart, he has put out 20 gift memberships. I am so very humbled, Zero Wiz. I am very humbled by your generosity. Wow. I got goosebumps. Thank you, Zero Wiz. Starting us off here at Peek Around the Corner. K-State. CHJ229. Big Jack 512. Record 000. Midnight Magic Musings. Rod Dross. Anthony Palika is in the house. Haven't seen him in a while. Michael Wooten. Haven't seen him in a while. Mr. Brain 21. Dago 88. Young Seminole. Case is in the house. MN Monk. Bob Swanger. MG Sooner. Brad Darden, Nittany 89, Sam 89, Rich Austin, Hawk, Illinois. Thank you guys. Look, you've all been gifted a membership by the incredible generosity of Zero Wiz. Thanks for joining us. By the way, Zero Wiz, thank you so much. For those who were gifted a membership, when you have a moment, please say thank you to Zero Wiz. My goodness. Incredible generosity. He's been doing this for a very long time. He has given so many people, gifted people, so many memberships on this channel. And by the way, we just released a membership-only episode, Early Peak Cloak and Dagger episode 59, just a couple of days ago. So for those who just received a gifted membership, after this game's over, you better go to our library of episodes and check out our member-only episode, number 59, Early Peak, Cloak and Dagger. Thank you so much, Zero Wiz. Holy smokes. The Spartans. Wow. Eva Badger. Eva Badger is taking Iowa State. Sorry, not sorry, Iowa fans. Any opportunity for a Badger to give a hot guy an elbow, they're going to take it. Eva Badger is not the only Badger fan out there rooting for Iowa State. A lot of Badger fans are rooting for Iowa State. A lot of Gopher fans are rooting for Iowa State. A lot of Nebraska fans are rooting for Iowa State. Anytime it's a bad day for the evil Hawkeyes, it's a good day for Badgerland, Gopher Country, and the Cornhuskers. Thank you, Eva Badger. Appreciate it. Greg, Buckeye Greg, let's go Buckeyes. Thank you for all that you do, my friend. I'm predicting we will see Greg the Cooler make multiple appearances at the PATC studios. No! That's not going to happen. There are some things that are going to stay the same this year. Okay? One of those things is if the game is within 10 points in the middle of the third quarter, or if David is beating Goliath by more than 10 points, either way, we play the mariachi music because it's going to be an exciting last half of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. So if it's a good game, we play the mariachi music in the middle of the third quarter. That tradition stays. A lot of traditions are staying this year during the PATC watch parties. But one tradition is gone. It's fading away. Greg the Cooler is fading away. No longer. No longer is that going to be the reality here. No longer am I going to be sitting in the middle of Loserville City being reelected mayor once again. But thank you, Mr. Buckeye. Thank you for becoming a member once again. And by the way, I forgot to do this. For the 20 new members, because of the incredible generosity of Zero Wiz, and you, Greg Buckeye, all of you are officially knighted. Officially knighted. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger. Thank you. Stephen McNeely, happy football season. 21 months as a member. Same with Buckeye Greg, 21 months. Holy smokes. Stephen McNeely, thank you so much for all your support. You are officially knighted. Cloak and Dagger. 21 months. My goodness. Helmer Hennison, thanks for covering the game. Go Blue. May the Ohio State Buckeyes take an L. Thank you, Helmer Hennison, for the $2 holla. Thank you for all your generosity. Thanks for coming on in. Michigan Wolverine. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so very much. Bill G with the 5 gifted memberships. My goodness, Bill G has done it once again. Diddy 51. Did ya 51. Hoharo Tamo, I'm sorry if I got that right. Hoaratamo, C. Montgomery, Rob Devick, and Mr. Hunt all received the gifted membership by the incredible generosity of Bill G, who, like Zero Wiz, has been doing it for days, weeks, months, and years, giving gifted memberships all over PATC country. The 5 of you, when you get an opportunity, please say thank you to Bill G in the chat room for his generous gifts that he's given out this morning. Bill G, thank you. I'm very humbled by all your support. All of your support. I'm very humbled by it. All of you are knighted. Cloak and Dagger. Kansas State. The flags are waving. Dublin, Ireland. There is no rain. It is cloudy, right? No rain, I believe. Let me know if I've got it wrong in the chat room. Let me know I got it wrong. Buckshot Kid, Greg the Gold Cooler. You got that half correct, half incorrect. Buckshot Kid. Bill G, I'm taking Kansas State. Bring me the head of Matt Campbell. Woo! Wow. Bob Swanger, Greg, I hope you're right. Don't sweat it, my man. Just sit back and relax. Sit back and relax. It was raining earlier. Thank you, Architect. It looks like it has passed. Ooh, look at the Cyclones. Look at the Cyclones. The Ireland grass looks lush and healthy. Jose is in the house. Let me just do a quick roll call here. Rod is here. L. Woody, John Teal, thanks for coming on in. Old Dad, Amac, Preston from Greensboro, Skaven, yes, the Cornhusker's in here. The Tar Heel is in here. Preston from Greensboro, Jeff Olson, the Evil Badger, Godfather, Gopher, Time to Shine. I think you've got that right. It's finally the time to shine. Mireya Hernandez Flugar, the moderator, the one who rules with an iron fist, is watching. She's watching the chat room, so behave yourself. She's going to be watching the football game for 60 minutes, for 45 minutes, for 30 minutes, for 15 minutes, for about 5 minutes. NE 1877 is in the house. Kerry Gold Knowles is here. Mr. Seminole, Mr. Pinball is back. Thanks for coming on in. Kerry Gold Knowles has got Kansas State. So do I. We shall see. Hazard, County Cyclone. Great. Iowa State has 3 good tight ends and a running back who can catch the ball out of the backfield. That is true. Hazard, County Cyclone. Absolutely true. Hazard is making a good point. Rocco Beck, he's very good at processing the field. He's very good at hitting the hot route on a blitz, which in a lot of times is the tight ends and the running backs. Absolutely. Like I say, Rocco Beck, to me, has a much higher floor than Avery Johnson. I think Avery Johnson, he has a higher ceiling. But we got to see that, don't we? Uh-oh. Don Scruggs, Georgia Bulldog, is in the house. I'll be watching some Yankee football with you all today, if it's okay. Don Scruggs, it's absolutely okay. Absolutely okay. Rock and Rant, Mr. Miami Hurricane is in the house. Cam Ward is looking pretty good for Tennessee. Cam Ward is looking pretty good for the Tennessee Titans. Rico Jesus is here. Wet Blanket is here. Tim Bruchmiller is here. Gold Black 45. He's got Iowa State winning by 3, 24-21. The LSU Tiger. Gold Black 45. An original PATC genius. Einstein. He's saying the Cyclones by 3. And Morris Simmons, if you leave it up to some Big Ten fans, they either have an issue with Florida State or they don't want us in the Big Ten. Cyclone Simmons is in the house. Reggie, I'm changing my picks. Cyclones money line and a pint of Guinness. Wow. Unbelievable. We got a kickoff. Hey, Papa Cade. Everybody else that I missed, I apologize. Tough Tony. BYU football. I apologize. Cooler is not in play. Let's go. All right. So, you know how this works. I may be a little bit behind you. I may be right on time with you. I might be a little bit ahead of you. It doesn't matter. You guys put it down in real time. I'm going to react in real time, and we're going to have some fun. All right. Rocco Beck, shotgun. Looks like that's Carson Hansen. They're moving guys pre-snap all over the place. They got a jumbo left, and they go right. They had jumbo left, and they go right. 3 yards running play. Carson Hansen, you know what? I do not have this. Lordy. There's always something that I'm not quite ready at. Here, let me get this thing. Yeah, that's not working. All right. 2nd and 7. We got shotgun. We might have had an audible. They're running left this time. There is room. Cut down. It's going to be about a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4.5. 3rd and 4.25. Okay, they've run the ball twice to Mr. Hansen. Interesting. 3rd and 3. Quarterback keeps it. Spin move. First down. Cyclones. Okay, Carson Hansen once again. Rocco Beck ran for 7 yards to get a first down. Iowa State has started off the game. Run that ball. Run that ball. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They're lining up split. They're not going right behind the running back. Carson Hansen split to the right. Play action. Backed. Incomplete. Incomplete. Kind of a high throw. Green could not pull it in. Behind him, he could have made the play. Tough throw. Tough throw. Third and 6. Paul Feinbaum yesterday called this a garbage game. Paul Feinbaum doesn't like college football. That is basically what I get out of Paul Feinbaum. 3rd and 6. Rocco Beck sacked. He's down. He's down. Again, the Iowa State Cyclone passing game. Something that we got to keep an eye on early in this game. Left tackle got beat a little bit on that. Left tackle got beat. Allen with the sack. Iowa State's got to punt it off. Kansas State going to try to return it. Fumble! 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 That's Cyclones ball. Cyclones ball. We got a special teams turnover. Big play. In Dublin, Ireland, Kansas State. The punt return, they're going to try to return it. Dylan Edwards. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Dylan Edwards. All right, everybody relax. Everybody relax. It's adversity time. That's all this is. Cyclones, 1st and goal at the 9, at the 8. Hansen, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. They ran I formation, running it to the right. Iowa State seems to be going right more than left. Kansas State is picking up on that. The Cyclones might have to throw this in. The Cyclones might have to throw this in. I think you got to go to Mr. Townsend here. Back, he gets sacked. There's nothing there. It's going to be 3rd and goal. 44 just comes on in. Holy smokes. Abu Sama. No, that's Carson Hansen. Nope. He's not supposed to stay in there for a block. He's supposed to be the hot route. Beck couldn't get it to him. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Iowa State is on a big turnover. Do they take a shot here? Empty backfield. Trips right. Empty backfield. There's nobody. People are free all over the place. There's a flag on the field. That could be against Kansas State. The Iowa State Cyclones having a hard time with the passing game. Pass interference on Kansas State. A new set of downs for Iowa State. Oh, Burkle got turned around. Burkle got turned around. Big 84. Is Brahmer in there? Number 18, I don't see him in there. They run the ball. Just short. Just short. We got a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. That was a big penalty. Cats are shooting themselves in the foot. You got Benjamin Browner lined up left. Benjamin Browner. No, fumble! It's Kansas State's ball! This way! Holy smokes. Is the ball that wet out there? Look, they had Benjamin Browner. They had the big tight end lined up one-on-one, bottom left hand, with the defensive back half his size, but they went pitch right. Wow. Big opportunity missed for the Cyclones. Big opportunity missed. Okay, we've had 2 turnovers. Well, look, again, Abu Sama. We talked about him. He did not have a good year last year. And now he's RB2. The ball went through his hands. He should have had that. He should have had it. He should have had it. It is raining in Ireland. Oh, I thought it stopped raining. Why are you pitching the ball on the goal line? That's a good question. Especially with the condition. Even if it's not raining, we know it's wet out there. Why pitching it? Why pitching it to Abu Sama? I thought they were going to Brahmer on the bottom of the... he had single coverage, all alone out there. Big guy, big tight end, big red zone target. Yes, BYU football. We have this conversation every game. My TV is going to lag. Number one, because whatever I'm doing here, it takes a while for you guys to see it as it goes through the OBS system. It's not like real time. Second of all, we've all got different timings. I'm watching this game on 2 different screens, two different ways, and one of them lags behind the other. This is natural. This happens in every watch party that you watch on YouTube. Some people are lagging behind me by a couple seconds, even though I'm lagging behind you guys. It's no big deal. It's better that way, by the way. You know what, guys? It's a good thing that there hasn't been any scoring yet, because hold on one second. I got to take a timeout. Hold on. Give me a moment. Was there a drop pass by Kansas State? Is that what I kind of saw when I was running through the house? Huh? Yes, thank you, Bulls fan. Thanks, L. Woody. Yeah, sorry guys, I got to check up on the mother once in a while, and I also forgot the chalk to put the score. If we are going to get a score, I need to have a chalk, and I forgot the chalk. All right, now we're okay. Now we are okay. Not a good throw. Not a good throw by Avery Johnson. Okay, Avery Johnson, you gotta. We just gotta show. We just gotta see that next step of the development. 5-step drop, 3-step drop, throwing on time. Bam, get it out. You gotta have commercials. Because you got to be able to pay the players. Not a good throw on the drop pass. Thank you, Stephen McNeely. Does chalk work when it's frozen? AMAC, you've got to think of 2025. You got to get your head out of 2022, 2023, 2024. I understand all of you have been heavily traumatized by watching the guy just sink further and further into despair because I have the lowest winning percentage against the spread in the history of college football YouTube. I understand it. I understand AMAC has been traumatized. I get it. Jose, Bill G, Bob Swanger, you've all been traumatized. It takes a while for the brain to recover from trauma. Just like having a body injury. It's going to take you a while. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to guide you through the 2025 season. I am here to show you that no matter what everybody says, Greg the Gold has arrived. Now, Dylan Edwards, I need you to hang on to the football. Let's go. Carson Hansen gets about a yard. About a yard. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Dylan Edwards, get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Again, there's just nothing there for Iowa State. They're trying to get the running game going. Their best run was a spin move by Rocco Beck. Tosses it out there. It is complete. It is complete. Third down and 3. Dominic Overby with the reception. First pass completion by Rocco Beck goes to Overby. Third and 3. Beck back to pass. Nothing there. Now that's a bad throw. Very bad throw. The guy was open. Could have been a first down. He was right at the yard marker. Iowa State's got to punt it. I know the ball's wet. I know, but he rushed that throw. He saw a little bit of a heat in the interior of the old line, was getting pushed back a little bit. He rushed that throw. Kansas State caught the ball, no fumble. No fumble, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Monkey says, hey, Greg, this game is a mess. Avery Johnson hair is so luxurious. There's a Kansas Jayhawk Rock Chalk. Vox Quindaro. First elbow of the day being thrown at his rival, the Kansas State Wildcats. AMAC, this rain needs to stop or this game will suck. No. You've got to adjust. You've got to adjust. I think Iowa State should quit trying to run wide on Kansas State. I don't know what that was. What happened there? Was that a completion to an offensive lineman? What happened? Completion to number 74. Second down. A.V. Johnson now. Come on. Get comfortable. Get a little bit of confidence. They run that ball. And he gets slaughtered. Joe Jackson. Again, Joe Jackson has ran the ball 3 times. Dylan Edwards has not run the ball. So, number one, is this... I don't know... Is Dylan Edwards injured? Did he get injured on that muff punt? Somebody let me know. Joe Jackson's got it again. They should have just quick kicked it. Joe Jackson, 4 carries for 8 yards. Is Dylan Edwards injured? Are we going to be watching this again? What's going on with Dylan Edwards? Does anybody know? They said Edwards was with the trainer and an ankle.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you
Talk
fade
about Dylan Edwards. I hate Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace.
That's the point. That is the point of the song. It does make people nauseous, and we're not supposed to hear it this year. All right, everybody calm down. I'm not giving in. No. Just a momentary, it's just a little bit of a step back. I know the music sucks. It ain't going to be good music if it's about Greg the Cooler. That is the part of it. All right. Okay, this is what we need now. We need a defensive turnover. We got one. We need another one, Wildcats. Don't panic, Wildcats. Don't panic. A.V. Johnson, look, he at least on the one time they let him throw the ball, in which he completed it to his offensive lineman. He did, he threw it on time, right? It was a 3-step drop, bam, 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 bam. That's what they've been working on. He looked good on that. He looked good on that throw that was knocked down by the defensive lineman, and the offensive lineman caught it. Okay? But he looked good. At least he looked good. Okay? The leading Kansas State receiver so far this game is offensive lineman Terrace Enos Jr. Number 74, 1 reception, -3 yards. He's the leader right now when it comes to receiving. -3 yards, but 1 catch. Dylan Edwards, my guy Dylan Edwards, 1 fumble, and he lost it. And now he's injured. Abu Sama, 1 ball, 1 fumble, one opportunity, and he lost it. Unfortunately, Carson Hansen is being stopped. 5 carries for 11 yards. Dylan Edwards, I see that ankle getting twisted. Okay, he looks good, though, walking through the locker room. He looks all right. He's okay. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Okay, we've got a Carson Hansen lined up. Audible. They got trips. Deuces right. They run it right. Hansen gets 3 yards. Kansas State's defense is looking impressive against the run. Absolutely impressive against the run. Kenneth Stromness, I think everyone else is leading. True, but receptions, number 74, Terrence Enos, the offensive lineman, is leading the Kansas State in receptions. Back to pass. There it is. Big tight end, Benjamin Brahmer. First down. Cyclones. Back. Complete. First down. Cyclones. Oh boy, we got troubles here. Touchdown, Cyclones. Hold on here. We've got some I don't know how to fix this. Let me do this. Let me do that. Yikes. Holy smokes. We almost lost it there. Overby, touchdown. Touchdown. Okay, we saved it. My goodness. All right, I got first game jitters here, back here in the studio, trying to figure out how this all worked again for a watch party. Let me make this adjustment. 7-0 Cyclones to start the game. Beautiful pass by Rocco Becht. Beautiful throw. Had him beat by a step and a half. Overby. So far, the star of the game, Iowa State, takes the lead in Dublin, Ireland. 7-0. 7-0. Evo Badger, thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Going to the Brewer game the next several days. Euchre's celebration of life on Sunday. Panic Wildcats. Wisconsin is going to wear 80s throwbacks versus Iowa. Thank you for the information, Evo Badger. The Brewers are rocking and rolling in Major League Baseball. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Evo Badger, for your incredible generosity once again. No panic, Wildcats. No panic. You were going to have to face adversity sometime during this game. Bad kickoff. The flag is on the field. Kansas State's going to get decent field position. Vox Quindaro, water droplets on the camera, gave me LSD flashbacks. Kerry Gold knows I can make a lot of money picking against Greg's picks. Greg, you pick first next week. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you for the $5 holler. Kerry Gold knows I appreciate your generosity. Mr. Seminoles once again. Appreciate it. Okay, don't panic. A.V. Johnson now. 35-yard line. Okay, just relax. They're doing the Wildcats. Fake reverse. Go! Go! Down to the Cyclones. 29-yard line. First down, Wildcats. Pre-snap penalty number 1 on the Wildcats. False start, pre-snap penalty. Can't afford those when you're struggling on offense, when you're playing in the wet conditions. You can't be having pre-snap penalties. Let's go. Clean it up. I know it's the first game of the season, but the first game of the season happens to be a Big 12 conference game. Big 12 conference game. Yeah, see that throw, okay, maybe now it's time to panic. I do not like that throw. I do not like that throw. It's, okay, maybe the tight end could have caught it, but you're not giving the tight end, you're not giving the guy the best opportunity to catch it, and especially to catch it and make a play out of it. Greg, it's raining outside. I know it is, but 2nd and 15. There's some running room out there. They went wide. Again, Dylan Edwards early twisted his ankle. Rice with the run. Jace Brown, the wide receiver, leads Kansas State in rushing. 1 carry for 33 yards. Jace Brown has not been involved in the passing game. There's only one Kansas State Wildcat who's caught a ball so far, and that is Terrence Enos Jr., offensive lineman number 74. They got Deuce left, Joe Jackson running it. Ooh, that is a hard run, but he's going to come up short. It's going to be 4th and short, I believe. 4th and short. You got to go for it. This is not a Big 12 conference game. Well, all right. Maybe technically it's not, but still, it's a very important game. Thank you, Jason Spangler. Got to go for it. Got to go for it. Okay, this is what you do. You fake it and you throw it to a wide open Oakley. Fake the run, throw it to a wide open Oakley in the middle of the field. That is the play call. That's got to be the play call. The architect, Kansas State's got to run the quarterback. I thought this was a Big 12 game. This game does count as a conference game. All right, we got a little bit of a disagreement. No, it's not y'all, I'm telling you. This has to be a conference game. This is a conference game. Antoine Johnson is in the house. My guess is turnover on downs. My guess is play action. 4th and 1. Avery Johnson. This has got to be the first time you can complete a pass. First down. Joe Jackson. Run that ball. Run that ball. All right, you got the Cyclones on their heels a little bit. You got them on their heels just a little bit again. Oh no, Johnson fumbles it again. Incomplete. Avery Johnson is 1 of 4, minus 3 yards. So far in the first quarter. Was there a miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back? Was there a miscommunication? Look, you can only go with the rain being the excuse so very much. You got to complete a pass. Empty backfield. Now he's going to run it. He gets hammered, gets some yards. I do not like this. I'm 3rd and 5. And again, I'm not seeing A.V. Johnson. Come on now. It's time to make a play with the arm. It's time to make a play on schedule throw, not off schedule throw. 3-step back, 3-step back, 3-step drop, bam, release, completion, first down. This is the type of play we got to see. Oh boy. Rod Nix is in the house. He says it's an official Big 12 conference game. Vox Quindaro is he's focusing on the hair. Vox Quindaro is focusing on the hair. Rock and Rant says it's 1,000% a conference game. Well, Avery Johnson is 1 of 4, minus 3 yards. Okay? 1 of 4, minus 3 yards. Rocco Beck is 4 of 6 with 54 yards. Now, we talked about the quarterback battle in this game. I mentioned that I believe Avery Johnson's got a higher ceiling, but a lower floor. Rocco Beck has a higher floor, lower ceiling. I think right now, it's safe to say it, in the first quarter of this game, we are witnessing Avery Johnson's floor at rock bottom. He does not look comfortable out there. Does not look comfortable. Now, in my mind, they got to get a completion out to Jace Brown. I don't care if it's a bubble screen. I don't even care if it's a quarterback shuffle. Got to get the ball. Chase Brown has run the ball once for 33 yards. Get him out in the flat. Quick pass. Let him make the play. Taking time to adjust to Irish weather. Iowa State has run the ball 11 times for 4 yards. Kansas State has ran it 9 times for 68 yards. Thank you all for joining us. I do appreciate it. It's Saturday, August 23rd, first watch party of the season, and we are going to be doing watch parties, a whole lot of watch parties for 2025. Rock and Rant says Kansas State plays 10 Big 12 games this season, but Arizona is the non-conference one, not Iowa State. Vox Quindaro, heading to Lawrence in a couple of hours to open the booth. That is fantastic. Congratulations to Kansas opening up the new booth. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 4. Johnson's going to keep it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Avery Johnson does it using his legs. An extra point away from tying this game. Tied up 7-7. All right. Wildcats doing it on the ground. Not very good containment from Iowa State there. They were not expecting Avery Johnson there to keep it. They flowed, the Cyclones flowed left. All right. Okay. Wildcat. Still need to see the Wildcats, complete a pass to a wide receiver, get that going a little bit. Iowa State looked very impressive the last time they had the football. So very interested to see if the Cyclones keep it wide open here. The passing game, especially with these conditions, Overby has been making the plays for Iowa State. We needed to see somebody step up besides Benjamin Brahmer and Burko, the great tight ends of Iowa State. Seven to 7. Second quarter has just begun. 5 seconds in. We got Deuce Wright running it right. Abu Sama gets about a yard. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Brahmer is lined up right. They have not gone to him. Number 18. They're doing jumbo right with Benjamin. Man in motion. Ooh, not a good throw. They went to Burkle. As Benjamin cleared out the zone, they went to Burkle coming out of the backfield, and it was incomplete. 3rd and long. Third and long. Back to pass. Sack, fumble. Kansas State's got the ball. Rocco Beck get it stripped. Kansas State's defensive line, linebackers, safeties coming on in. Rocco Beck cannot get the ball out of his hands. Kansas State's got it. Great field position. 7-7. Turnovers playing a big part of this game. Ooh, we had a cornerback blitz. Corner blitz. Bam! He goes down. Bam! Quamas with the sack. Quamas with the play. Big storyline right now are turnovers. And Dylan Edwards twisted an ankle early in this game. And when he fumbled the punt, Devon Rice with the run, not much there. Kansas State is going deep in their running back room early in the first game of the season. Joe Jackson, Devon Rice now have to carry the ball. Avery Johnson, of course, he's always a threat. Kerry Gold knows. I'll get to you in a second, sir. Oh! It's third and a yard. Third and a yard. Kerry Gold knows. Greg, get your mother some lunch, and please don't ever pick Florida State to win. Kerry Gold knows. Hold on a second here. Thank you for the incredible super chat, your unbelievable generosity. But I got bad news for you. Because that Bama Florida State game is an absolute Greg the Gold 5-star lock. Hold on a moment. We got Joe Jackson lining up behind Avery Johnson. He gets the ball. He stutters at the line of scrimmage. He did not get it. Joe Jackson is dancing around with a 3rd and 1. Hit the hole. 4th and 1. Don't give it to Joe. Don't give it to Joe. I don't know if it's the wet grass. He's being tentative. He's being very tentative. Don't give it to Joe. Keep it, Avery. Keep it, Avery. Keep it, Avery. Keep it. Keep it. I feel that this is my fault. I have this feeling of incredible guilt running over me right now. I talked about how Dylan Edwards really needs to get the ball 15, 20 times and then targeted 3 or 5 times out of the backfield. If you saw Dylan Edwards in that bowl game, this was going to be Dylan Edwards' time. And the very first time he touches the football, he fumbles it on a punt, muffed it, and gets injured. Joe Jackson is no Dylan Edwards. Kerry Gold knows. My confidence is a little bit shaky right now, but Kerry Gold knows. I got to tell you, I'm not picking Florida State to win, but I am picking them to cover against the Alabama Crimson Tide. That 12.5 or whatever that line settles on, when we make our picks against the spread this coming up Monday or Tuesday, I'm taking the Seminoles to cover. Why am I taking the Seminoles to cover? You know why, Kerry Gold knows. You know why. Because Ty Simpson going to be a starter, right? They've lost Jam Miller, RB1. Alabama ain't going to have Jam Miller in that game. Tony White's going to have Alabama's offense all confused. All confused. I know Alabama's got Grubb, the offensive coordinator, who did such an excellent job with Kalen DeBoer in Washington. I know all that. I'm not a complete moron. But Tony White is going to tie up Ty Simpson. Alabama's going to win that game by 6. Alabama's going to win that game by 9. Alabama's going to win that game by 10. But Alabama is not going to win that game by 13 or 14 points. Book it. But thank you, Kerry Gold knows. I appreciate the incredible super chat. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Greg, this is your fault. I'm starting to have a little bit of a guilt. I'm starting to feel a little bit of that, but I'm going to have to shake it off. Joe Jackson should not have had that 4th down carry. That's all I'm saying. There's no way. There's no way that Joe Jackson should have had that 4th down carry. That was a bad play call. Now, Rocco Beck, you got to be careful. I know you don't have a completion of Benjamin Brahmer yet, but that looked like you're forcing it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Muchas gracias. Medea Flugar is thanking everyone. Thank you, Kerry Gold knows. Appreciate it. Empty backfield. No, it's not an empty backfield. My bad. He's rolling out right. He's going. Oh, incomplete. Again. Trying to get it into Burkle's hand. He's trying to get it to his tight ends. Beck is trying to get it to his tight ends. He was not open. He was not open at all. Holy smokes. The boss has shown up. As an Oklahoma State donor, I'm thrilled with Craig's predictions this season. Bill G. Oh, boy, they hit. Ooh, they hit hard. Iowa State's going to have to punt it. Dumped it out to Carson Hansen. The helmets are exploding out there. Okay. All right, Kansas State. You should get good field position here. Just don't fumble the football. Do not fumble the punt. Just get up there and catch it. Get up and catch the punt. Get up and catch the punt. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's 7-7, Iowa State, Kansas State. Again, I'm very humbled that you would watch college football, the game you love, and you would watch it with me. And I'm very humbled by that. Thank you guys, gals, for showing up. First game of the season. Iowa State, Kansas State, Big 12 conference game. Avery Johnson. We got trips left. Bubble screen left. It does not go anywhere. The Cyclones sniffed that out easily. Easily they sniffed that out. Nothing there. One catch for Garrett Oakley. One catch for Jerron Bradley. One catch for offensive lineman Terrace Enos. That's it for the Wildcats with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Devon Rice is trying to bump it out. Boy, Kansas State's, I don't know, guys. I think the Cyclones are starting to feel confident here. I think they're pinning their ears back and they're saying, Avery Johnson, you're going to beat us? You're going to beat us long? Go ahead. But we're coming up. We're not going to be on our heels. We're on our toes. We're going forward. We're going to let it all hang out, baby. Avery, go ahead and beat us long. Go ahead and beat us long. I think the Cyclones are getting more and more aggressive on defense. Kansas State's got to pop the big play. They've had one big play when they had a end run to Jace Brown, their wide receiver, for 33 yards, but nothing downfield in the air. Iowa State is starting to pin their ears back. They're coming. What do we got here? We got a penalty on Iowa State. A penalty on Iowa State. What's going on? What's going on?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Johnson back to pass, dumps it. Ooh, Oakley, first down! How did Oakley get that wide open on a little in move? Oh, that was not good zone defense by the Cyclones. They were running a zone defense. That play should not have worked. That play should not have worked for Kansas State, but it did. Dumping it off. Fumble, Devon Rice. He makes it something out of nothing. Gets a couple of yards. Bill G did not like that first down play. Nor did Jose. I don't know. My prof was praying that we would see Greg the Gold. Oh, we're going to see him. We are going to see him, my prof. Your prayers will be answered. Joe Jackson gets the rock. Big fumble. Joe Jackson fumbles it.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fake.
The ball is the program. When you carry the ball, you are carrying the whole program, the whole football program. Not just the guys on the team, not just the coaching staff, but you're carrying the university, the boosters, the janitors, the people who clean the weight room. When you are carrying the football, you are carrying the program. The football is the program, which means you carry that thing like it's the most valuable thing in your life as a football player. He had a good run, Joe Jackson, but at the end, you saw him being a little greedy, that the elbows came out, the ball got hammered away. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. He did not try to protect the football. No, he did not. What am I supposed to do with my TV screen? Why am I supposed to refresh it? I know there's a fumble. I get it. Skaven, yes, you might be a little bit of ahead of me. That's the way it is. We always have people ahead of me or behind me. Just put down your comments in real time. I know I'm behind. We go through this every game every year. I'm going to be behind some of you. That's just the way it is. We're not all watching at the same time. Even if I am watching it at the same time with you, everything I do here goes through an OBS. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be behind a lot of you. It's okay. It's all right. I can't change anything. I can't. this is how it is. If you're behind me and it bothers you, pause your TV. But I can't leap forward. I know this is college football's peek around the corner, but I can't leap forward. I'm 3 seconds behind you, but I might be 20 seconds behind somebody else. I mean, I'm up here in Minnesota. I mean, I'm just fortunate enough to be able to watch this game with all of you. Okay, 7-7. I don't know. I'm Joe Jackson, guys. We got jumbo package right. Jumbo right. Back to pass. Beck goes left. Not completed. It is dropped. Overby. Again, Iowa State having a difficult time. Overby has been the guy. 2 receptions, 29 yards. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That is about it. 2nd and 10. Abu Sama gets some room. Breaks a tackle. First down, Iowa State. Everybody getting a little emotional on the sideline. 7-7. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, at halftime, I'm going to be taking a little break. Going to check on the mother. Going to check on the wife. Going to check on myself. And I'll be back. So please come back for the second half. We got an empty backfield. First and 10, a lot of pressure. Again, we talked about it. Rocco Becht is not a statue. He can't run it like Avery Johnson can, but he's not a statue. He can run it. He can buy time. Good play by the quarterback, number 3. Second and short. Second and 2. Play action. Back to pass. Incomplete. Right through the hands. He did not watch that ball go into his hands. He was looking upfield. He was going to take that upfield. That is a bad drop. Very bad drop. 3rd and 2. They gave it to Amusama and he's short. It's 4th and 2. Look, I would not give it to Amusama on a 4th down here. We haven't seen Carson Hansen in a while. Is Carson Hansen injured? Is he nicked up? Number 26, Iowa State RB1. Don't give it to Abu. They're going to review it. Thank you for popping in, Mr. Monkey says. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Monkey says. Do not give the rock to Abu Sama on this 4th down. My question is, where's Carson Hansen? Thank you for coming on in, Fringe Elements. Appreciate it. These are top 25 teams according to the preseason AP poll. And I agree with both these teams being in the AP poll, top 25. I do. It's been a tough game so far. And I don't know if it's just about the rain or the defense. I think both teams have some issues. Avery Johnson, I still don't see that next stage of development. I'm hoping I see it. Abu Sama is Okay, now it's an empty backfield on a 4th and 1. Watch the quarterback take it here. Watch the quarterback run. Watch the quarterback run. He's running it. First down. First down. Where is Carson Hansen? Anybody in the chat room? Have they said if he's injured? I don't think this is Abu Sama's type of game where the grass is wet and the ball is wet. I don't think Abu Sama looks comfortable out there. But so where is number 26 Carson Hansen? Let me know in the chat room if you've heard if he's injured or not. Or maybe he's just taking this drive off, right? Like sometimes you're not going to be in the packages for this particular drive. Complete! There he is! Benjamin Palmer! He got loose! First down, Cyclones! There it is. Best play of the game by either team, in my opinion, other than that touchdown pass by Beck to Overby. Abu Sama. Again, where is Carson Hansen? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Bill G, thank you so much. Wow, cheese pizza at halftime. Bill G, not only are you a very generous man, but you are a genius. You are one of the top Einsteins in the PATC family by saying cheese pizza. The only good pizza that there is. Cheese pizza with a little bit of green pepper, mushrooms, and artichokes. You got to have artichokes. Artichokes taste beautiful with the right tomato sauce and cheese. Bill G, you are correct. Thank you for the incredible super chat. Thank you for the incredible comment. Because you're teaching everybody, Bill G. You're teaching everybody out there, you do not mix cheese and meat together. Thank you, Bill G. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm very humbled by your generosity. 3rd and 9. Beck back to pass. Incomplete. Overby gets absolutely rocked. 4th and 9. Now what are we doing here? 4th and 9. Greg Meatlover's pizza is the best. For those who have fallen in to the cheesification of America, yes, I can understand that. We got a field goal attempt. 49-yarder. 49-yarder. The snap, the kick, and it's not close. It is nowhere close. It is a missed field goal. The game stays tied at 7-7. You know, he it didn't look like he lost any traction on that. His footing, I think, was okay. He just missed it. He just missed it. Yeah. Now, Vox Quindardo is another genius today. I don't know what's going on with Vox. He's stepping up his game today. I got to tell you. Maybe because Kansas is playing today, the Jayhawks, and I think it's going to be a rock fight against the Fresno State Bulldogs. But Vox is getting his game face on, right? Vox is getting his game face on. He's stepping up his game. He knows he has to step up his game for the Kansas Jayhawks to win that game. So his mind is clear. He's thinking rationally. And he says, Flugar is right, so that's a big step forward. Avery Johnson back to pass. Incomplete. Not the best pass, to be honest with you. Trying to find Tibbs over there. See, now that's a bad... Okay, hold on. Timeout. Vox, I'll get to you in a second. That was not a good throwing motion. That was horrific. I'm hoping he threw the ball. Look, I'm hoping he threw it like that because the ball's wet. That was a shot put. First down, Joe Jackson. Okay, so Vox says Flugar is right about artichoke on pizza. The added hint of acidity just works. It absolutely works. Vox, this is the greatest comment you have made. You made some good ones, but this is a great one. Thank you, Vox. Thank you so very much. First down and 10. Devon Rice, that's a good effort. Got some yards. Jeff Olson, Evil Badger, of course, he's way off. You know, Jeff Olson falls out of bed every morning thinking about cheese being mixed with meat. So no question about it, Jeff Olson has Avery Johnson keeps the ball. Got some yards. Kansas State's driving. There is a flag. On the field. Yeah, Jeff Olson, I mean, you can't expect anything different from the Evil Badger, Jeff Olson. Greg, Mr. Buckeye, $2 holler. Jeff Olson is a great friend of mine, so just relax. I can rip on... Jeff is always ripping on me. I'm always going to rip on him. Jeff Olson is a great man. Great guy. But he is a Badger, so what can you do? You can't help everybody. Greg Buckeye, thank you for the $2 holler. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate it. What is the flag? Holding. All right. Jose, try artichoke along with my sliced tomato. Yeah, it's a good combination. If you haven't had artichoke hearts on a pizza, we got second and 12. New Kansas State running back. Are we impressed with Devon Rice? Are we impressed with him at all? I don't know. When the ball is cold and wet, it's sometimes hard to throw and catch. That's my experience. Yes. Yeah, I think so. And maybe I'm being a little too hard on Avery Johnson. Maybe we're going to have to wait till week 1. But I don't know. That throwing motion, when he missed Tibbs down the right side of the field, that throwing motion was ugly. So I'm getting a little nervous about Avery Johnson. I'm getting a little nervous about my Kansas State putting them at number 3. Dylan Edwards starts the season getting his ankle twisted, and Avery Johnson is still throwing the ball not the way that probably is most... I don't know. I'm getting nervous. I'm already getting nervous about my Kansas State Wildcats prediction. Thank you, Kerry Golnose. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your generosity once again. I very much appreciate it. BYU football. Players are getting nicked up on this awful field. Let me ask a question here to the Rock Chalk Jayhawks that are in the chat room. How is the weather in Kansas? Vox, are we going to have a dry field? Are we going to have a fast field in the new Booth football stadium? Is it going to be fast? Or has there been some precipitation in Kansas? Uh-oh, Mireya Hernandez Garcia. Greg, do you need me to take over? Mireya, this studio is my sanctuary. This studio is the only place that I take over. So, to the little general, and I know you are the little general. I know you are the boss, but the answer on that is if you like to, go ahead. Yeah, when you're married for 23 years, that's the only answer you can give. I'm not overly concerned about the weather. I'm just hoping the cameras work. The weather is perfect in Missouri. Vox says perfect, pristine, gorgeous in the Golden Valley. Thank you, Vox. Appreciate it. Tufts Tony says good answer. Air Woody says nice answer. It's the only answer that was available to me. A.V. Johnson trying to run the ball. He gets smacked around. It's going to be third and long. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Again, at halftime, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. I'll be coming back. If I'm a little late, don't worry about it. Just put down your comments in the chat room. We'll talk about the football game. We're probably going to have a little bit of a post game after the show. We're going to open it up to the phone calls. A little one, a short one. 3rd and 8. What's the call here? 3rd and 8. Kansas State has not taken any deep shots in the first half. None. They did about a 15, 18-yard curl. A.V. Johnson tried to get it over to Tibbs, and that was incomplete. But they really haven't taken an empty backfield, trips left. Johnson completes, middle of the field, first down. Jace Brown. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was good. Avery Johnson, that was good. You threw that on rhythm, young man. That was beautiful. The coach, Chris Kleiman, is pissed. Bob Swanger, Iowa State zone defense looks terrible. Pass complete. I think that's the Tibbs. Yep. All right. Avery's getting warmed up. Avery Johnson is getting warmed up. 2nd down. Back to pass. Goes to the same spot. Not sure what Iowa State's doing on that. 1 minute and 16 to go in the first half. Avery Johnson starting to feel confident. Avery Johnson, 4 of 5 in this drive. Back to pass, empty backfield. He's getting rushed. He dumps it off incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's going to be raining gold in Dublin. I believe in you, Curtis. I believe that is to be true. Maria, good. She does not have to take over because she's busy cleaning and cooking and joking. Offensive pass interference. What is going on?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
What's going on?
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and
What happened? How can that be offensive pass interference? Oh, intentional grounding. Was that the call? All right. Thank you, Kenneth Stromness. All right. Okay. First, a 2nd and 22. That's a terrible pass. Just terrible. Don't have A.V. Johnson throw right. Have him throw left. He cannot throw right today. He's way off. Look at that throwing motion. I'm sorry, but that's not going to work. That's not good. 3rd and 22. Wow, that was bad. I mean, he's like this. He hangs on to it, then he goes. 3rd and 22, dumping it off. That's absolutely getting nothing. I don't know what's going on here. Kansas State's going to have to punt it. 4th down. Greg, there's real gold and counterfeit gold. Just saying. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know, Kerry. After that last throw, I mean, okay. It's cold. It's rainy. It's wet. You're not going to have the passing success. But is it going to affect your throwing motion that much? That throwing motion that ain't going to work long term. That is not even going to work short term. Something's going on. That throwing motion, he's going back to pass, and he's like, and he's not doing this. He's like pushing it, and then it's a push throw. Now he made some good plays on this drive. I'm not going to take that away from him. He made some good plays on this drive. But I would not have him throw right. He has a Tebow throwing motion. You know what? I think that's what that is. The architect, I think that's what that is. That's the Tebow throwing motion. It doesn't work long term. It's sort of like a shot put. Do you know a quarterback that has a shot put throwing motion? Like an extreme shot put throwing motion? It's the Kansas State Wildcats backup quarterback, Jacob Newth. Newth the Truth, I used to call him. How do I know that? Because he was a Minnesota Golden Gopher at one point. So they got both quarterbacks they got two quarterbacks, QB1, QB2 with the same throwing motion. I think Newth is out of South Dakota or North Dakota. Big time athlete, pretty big guy. He's got a weird throwing motion. Edwards is out for the game. Unbelievable. 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 Old Dad, Ireland may not be as cold as Greg.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Kerry Gold knows this game will come down to coaching. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a halftime break. Iowa State 7, Kansas State 7. Very good chance we're going to be playing the mariachi music in the middle of the third quarter. We play the mariachi music when a game is within 10 points, or if it is bigger than 10 points, but it's David beating Goliath. There is no David and Goliath in this game. So if the game is within 10 points, we're going to be playing the mariachi in the middle of the third quarter. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. 7-7 Cyclones and the Wildcats. Thank you for joining me in the first half. I will see you all in the second half. See you then. We are live. We are live. 7-7, first half. Kansas State, Iowa State. I'm reading a lot of comments in the chat room. I'm reading a lot of comments on X, and some people are saying this is a god-awful game. Other people are saying, look, it's weather conditions and good defense. I don't think it's a god-awful game. I think it's a college football game playing against two good defenses, bad weather or poor weather. But I do believe the offenses are struggling a bit, even without the weather being part of the equation. I wrote on X right now, I said the following. This has not been a god-awful football game, but Avery Johnson's throwing motion has not improved. This so far is my major takeaway of the game. Now, it doesn't mean he can't be a successful quarterback this year and all that, but it's not a good throwing motion. So I don't know if he can get to that next level of play. We'll see. I was hoping he could develop a little bit more. Still a very good college football quarterback. Can he lead Kansas State to the Big 12 championship game without Dylan Edwards? Now, Dylan Edwards got injured. We don't know how serious it is. Is it going to be a twisted ankle? Going to be a little worse than that? We shall see. Jason Spangler, don't worry, y'all. There's a real quarterback coming at 6:30 Eastern time. First down and 10. Avery back to pass. Gets knocked down. Going to Joe Jackson. Knocked down by the defensive end. 2nd and 10. I'm going to leave y'all. Time to go pregame. Great job, PATC Cultists. Thank Flugar, Rock, Chalk, Jayhawks. Vox Quindaro. He's got his game face on. Vox has got his game face on. He's getting ready. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. We got trips left. Trips left. But nope. Avery keeps it. He bounces it wide again. The Cyclones they're struggling a little bit containing on the right side of that defense. They're not containing Avery Johnson on the right side. Good run by Avery Johnson. 3rd down. Chris Kleiman is chewing his gum on the sidelines. Vox enjoy the game. Bob Swanger. Shotgun. Dumps it out. Quick out. 3rd and 2. First down. Wildcats. No, 4th and 1. My bad. 4th and 1. Short. Kansas State's first drive of the second half. 3 and out. Putting it on 4th. Not a good punt. Good field position by the Cyclones at their own 42-yard line. Stephen McNeely. Nothing is wrong with the defensive game. Buckeye Greg. Good football. College football is back. Rocco back to pass. Going deep. Short. Going to Townsend. We have not... No, I'm sorry. That's Chase Sowell. My bad. First time he's been targeted. I think that's the first time Chase has been targeted. I haven't seen him out there. Second and 10. Rocco back to pass. He's being rushed. Trying to spin out of it. Sacked. Big loss. Third and long for the Cyclones. Third and long for the Cyclones. Are we going to get into a field position battle here in the second half? The battle of the punters. 3rd and 21. Iowa State at their own 31. Beck back to pass. He's being rushed. Cyclones offensive line is struggling today. Struggling with pass protection. Kansas State's gotten a lot of guys in the backfield pretty quick. The Cyclones are going to have to punt it back to Kansas State. We'll see what Iowa State can do here. If they can punt them deep in their own territory. Dylan Edwards out for the game with a twisted ankle. He muffed a punt early in the game, but Iowa State could not take advantage of the early turnover. The snap, the punt, fair catch. Kansas State will start at their own 15-yard line, first down and 10, 7-7. Stephen McNeely, there will be no Heisman contenders coming out of this game. So I look at the PATC Heisman watch heading into week 0. I do not have any Cyclones or Wildcats in the top 6. And that's probably not going to change. Probably not going to change. But are we going to see Jalen Daniels? Kansas Jayhawk quarterback. Is he going to make an appearance in the top 6 after his game against the Fresno State Bulldogs? Are we going to see that happen? Probably not. But who knows? Jalen Daniels might light it up. He might run for 180, throw for 200. What about Emmanuel Henderson, Kansas wide receiver that is getting so much positive press coming out of Lawrence? Everybody's saying not only has he made plays all through camp, but he's been sort of a team leader. Wide receiver Emmanuel Henderson, the transfer from Alabama, going to be wearing number 2 tonight. Everybody's saying what a great guy he's been in the locker room. Great talent who could never really get on the field for Alabama. Emmanuel Henderson, I believe he's going to be wearing number 2 for Kansas. Watch him tonight. Is he going to make some big plays? Is this going to be the night that the country gets introduced to Emmanuel Henderson? We shall see. Mr. Spangler says JD6 has the talent to beat any team in the CFP. It's going to be a run-heavy game plan. Let's see if there's any news here that I should be keeping an eye on. Stephen McNeely, has Daniels always been at KU or did he transfer in? He's always been at Kansas. This is his 6th year at Kansas. Joe Jackson, good run. Good run for Joe Jackson. First down. There we go. There we go, Joe Jackson. All right. Here we go. Jackson's got 51 yards on 12 carries. He does have a fumble. He's not been good at short yardage situations, but he's over 50 yards for the game. He lines up next to Avery. Avery, throw it! First down. Another first down, Wildcats. Another pass completion to Jace Brown. Here comes the Wildcats. Mike Mechanic, thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Not impressed with either team. Rust and all that I get, but I don't see them doing much. Jackson lining up next to Avy Johnson. Avy Johnson's warming up here. 2nd and 1. Do they take a shot deep? They do! Complete! First down! Here comes the Wildcats. First down and 10. Avery Johnson saying, the fat guy from Minnesota, he's ripping on my throwing motion. Well, look at that. Trips left. Jackson goes in motion. He goes right. Empty backfield. Shotgun. Johnson's going to run it. Again. Oh, Iowa State got him down. They contained him this time. Avery Johnson likes to run left. He likes to bounce it out left. He feels more comfortable going left. And Iowa State finally contained that run. Did not take the bad angle. 2nd and 10 or 9 or 8. It don't matter. 2nd and long. Avery Johnson. You got Joe Jackson. I formation. Johnson goes under center. They do an end run with Jace Brown. He's not going anywhere. It's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 13. Okay, Kansas State looking like they're setting up for a field goal or a long fourth try. I don't know what that is. That's like giving up. That was Iowa State was in a zone. That was real conservative there. I don't know if A.V. Johnson checked down too early on that. They're going for fourth down. Okay. 4th and 8. If you don't like it, call timeout. If you don't like it, call timeout. Chase Brown in motion in the slot. A.V. Johnson again. Nothing is in rhythm. Nothing is in rhythm. Nothing is in rhythm. Nothing is in rhythm. Until he's able to step back and throw on rhythm on these 3rd or 4th down conversions, it's going to limit this offense. Iowa State takes over. Good field position. Avery did have a couple, again, he did put together a couple good throws in that drive. But when they need it 3rd and long, then he checks it down and 4th and long. Again, he feels like he has to spin out of the pocket. He has to roll out. The ball he should have caught the ball, but it was catchable. He could have caught it. Sorry, Mr. Henderson. I haven't checked the Super Chats in a while. Let me check that right now. I do apologize. Kerry Gold Knowles. This game will come down to coaching. Thank you for the $2 holler. Mr. Seminole. Helmer Henderson, thank you for the $2 holler. Do you see Penn State and Miami becoming a rivalry soon? I don't think anything is imminent. I'm not going to change my prediction of Miami going to the Big Ten. Would that be a rivalry game in the Big Ten? Would they put that down as a rivalry? I think there's a chance of that. It would, if Miami comes to the Big Ten, some of that would have to be who's coming with Miami. Because if Miami comes to the Big Ten, who's ever coming with Miami is probably going to be Miami's rivalry. And then the question is, how many rivalries does Miami want? Do they want 1 or 2? And then the question is, does Penn State want any rivalries? Because they don't. I think there's a chance of that happening, Helmer Henderson. But I don't think it's a fait accompli, even if Miami joins the Big Ten. If Miami comes in like with Florida State, that's going to be a rival. If Miami comes in with Georgia Tech, that's going to be a rival. If Miami comes with Clemson, that's going to be a rival. So I don't know if it's going to be, 2 rivals for Miami. I don't really have a good answer, Helmer Henderson. Thank you for the $2 holla. I think there's a chance of that happening. No question about it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Helmer Henderson. Thank you, Kerry Goal Knows. The receiver should have made the catch. I agree with BYU football. Jason, we just need to play smart, stick to the game plan, win by 2 touchdowns, provided we don't turn the ball over. Okay, what's the... Can somebody let me know if Carson Hansen is, he's got to be injured, right? Let me know what's going on with Carson Hansen, because I have not seen him, and I'm not listening to the announcers. Iowa State's RB1, Carson Hansen, we have not seen him for quite a long time. Let me know what the reporting is on that, and I appreciate it. Put it down in the chat. Because if this is a game right now, we're not seeing either team's RB1 in the game. Back to pass. Again, see that quick delivery. He saw somebody open. Beck was getting rush. That's what we need Avery Johnson to do. Rocco Beck is facing a lot more pass rush than Avery Johnson. He's sticking in that pocket. He's delivering the ball. First down and 10. 6 minutes to go, middle in the third quarter. Abu Sama, this is not his type of game where it's slow and wet. But Carson Hansen is not, I gotta look this up here. Carson Hansen injured? I'm not seeing anything reported. Second and 8. Rocco back to pass. Big time rush. Eludes it. Oh, he falls down. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Okay, let the Cyclones offensive line is struggling against Kansas State on pass protection. But Rocco Beck is making enough plays with his legs. 3rd and 4. Timeout. First timeout for the Cyclones. See, John, Grego, I'm getting worried. Cats' struggles on offense are real. You guys got it. The Mariachi, middle of the third quarter. It's a tie football game in the tradition of PATC Watch Party. Anytime we have a game within 10 points in the middle of the third quarter, first time 2025, the mariachi music, 7-7. Thank you all for joining us here at PATC Watch Party. Cyclones, Wildcats. 7-7. All right, that was fantastic. First time mariachi for 2025. Hopefully we'll get more of that as the season goes on. Sometimes we hit a skid where we go to 2 or 3 or 4 games where it's an absolute blowout in the third quarter. But we're going to be doing a lot of double watch parties. We are going to be covering 2 games at once. And of course, during a normal Saturday, we're following all the games during the day. But in a watch party, we're going to be doing a lot of double watch parties. So, like next Thursday night, my beloved Golden Gophers against those ruthless Buffalo Bulls. That's going to be one game. And the other game, which is going to kick off an hour after the Golden Gophers kick off, we are going to be covering the Cornhuskers and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Abu Sama carries the ball short of a first down. It's going to be 4th and short. 4th and short. Again, if anybody knows what is going on with Carson Hansen, the running back of Iowa State, who's supposed to be getting most of these carries, especially in this weather condition, let me know why he's not playing right now. Did he get nicked up like Dylan Edwards? Let me know in the chat room if anybody knows. Jumbo formation to the right. They go left. Beck keeps it. First down. What a play. What a play, Rocco Beck. Holy smokes. Good decision making by number 3. Good decision making. Look at that. He deked them out. Good decision making. First down, Iowa State. They're at Kansas State's 43-yard line. Hands it off to Abu. Abu gets he finally got a cut in there. Good run. D5 Terps. Mr. Terrapin is in the house. Thanks for coming on in. D5 Terps. Bit of a stinker here. Still think Kansas State wins a close one. From your lips to the gold and maroon God in the sky. Hopefully you're correct, Mr. Terps. 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. Is Abu Sama getting warmed up? Is he getting on his lather right now in the cold and wet of Dublin, Ireland? 2nd and 3. He's going to get the ball. He goes right. He's going to get first down, I believe. First down and 10. Now the Cyclones are driving. The Cyclones are driving. Two minutes to go in the third quarter, 7-7. Wildcat, Sama keeps it. Gets a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. The architect, Cyclones quarterback, needs more depth in order to see over the linemen. Kansas State is incapable of playing well on grass. They need that turf they got in Manhattan. Carson not injured. What? Oh! He almost caught that. Burkle. Incomplete. Carson not injured. Coach's decision. I don't know what's going on. I do not understand. I do not understand. Third and 7. Carson wasn't effective. Well, yeah, but nobody was at the beginning of the game. I don't know. Touchdown! Rocco Becht! He delivered it.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Woo! Woo! The Cyclones have struck 11-play scoring drive. My goodness. That was a good throw, man. He threw that early. He threw it early. He threw it on time. Really, that's what that's about. Okay, no need to panic. No need to panic. All right, everybody relax. Everybody relax. Iowa State has struck. Rocco Becht, man, he's in. That foot was in. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. His foot got in. Look at the deke move. Look how he got separation. Boom! The CB bit on that. The CB bit on that. He got that left foot in. That left foot was in. Ball control. That's a touchdown, young man. That is a TD. That's what you call a 6-pointer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Moen. It's early yet. It's getting late early, though. I tell you that. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Kansas State, you're gonna have to respond. You're gonna have to respond. And this is what you got to do. You're gonna have to chuck one deep. Iowa State is on their toes. You got to get them on their heels. Chuck it deep. Even if it's an incomplete, got to chuck one deep. Avery Johnson's got to let it rip. Iowa State is not, they're not worried about going backwards on defense. So they're coming up to the line. They're inching up at the line. They're sending people. Iowa State's playing a zone, and sometimes it looks god-awful. But they're playing a zone. They're playing off you. They don't see a threat in Avery Johnson chucking it downfield. Chuck it downfield, Avery. Chuck it downfield. They're running that ball to Joe Jackson. He's trying to bounce it out. Got a couple of yards. Good tackle. Good hard toe. We got a flag. That's probably a holding. I'm guessing it's a holding. As the Kansas State strung it out to the left. Number 17, Kansas, down 14-7 against number 22, Iowa State. 14-7. Lee 65, Avery Johnson can't chuck it short, much less deep. All Aldo Bearcats, money in the bank. Thanks, Greg. Your money hasn't cashed in quite yet. Hasn't cashed in quite yet. Avery, there it is! First down. Maybe not. Jace Brown caught it, though. Jace Brown caught it. It's second down. It was a first and a country mile. It should be second and short. There you go, Avery. You threw it on rhythm. Mr. Brown got wide open for you. 2nd and 3. Evil Badger, you're supposed to be at the Brewers game, Evil Badger. Avery's setting up. You got time? There you go. Mr. Oakley gets it. Mr. Oakley, first down. Wildcats. Joe Jackson bought Avery Johnson just enough time. Boom. We're going to the fourth. We are going to the fourth. 14-7 Cyclones, but here comes the Wildcats. Kansas State's O-line is a disaster. Evil Badger is leaving soon. That grass, I know the paint job is not the greatest. They had to repaint the field lines. Bob Swanger, Kansas State's going to come right back and score TD, just like they did in the first half. It does have me a little rattled that Carson Hansen is not playing because of the coach's decision. That just seems very strange to me. If that's the case. The Iowa State Cyclones and the Kansas State Jayhawks, the Kansas State Wildcats. Iowa State and Kansas State are a combined 7 for 23 on third and fourth down. Thank you, Evil Badger. I appreciate your generosity once again. Holy smokes. Evil Badger at the beginning of the fourth quarter has just gifted 5 memberships to the PATC Genius out there. Sun Devil Antoine Johnson, KS Bear Fan, Toast, David Kreitzer, and Bones, you were all gifted a membership by the great Evil Badger, the very generous Evil Badger, the very nice Evil Badger. When you get an opportunity, please say thank you to Ryan Willie in the chat room for his generosity. All of you are knighted. All of you are knighted. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger. This means as a member of our program, you can go to our library of episodes, watch all the episodes, even including the members-only episodes, Early Peak Cloak and Dagger. We've also got a bunch of episodes out there that anybody can watch. So, anyways, thank you, Evil Badger. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go Brewers. Go Milwaukee Brewers. Win the whole thing. You've had the best record for the longest time. Go win the whole thing, Milwaukee Brewers. Go ahead. Dave Valinsky. This game feels like a Minnesota versus Iowa game. The only difference, Dave, is both teams this has been an even matchup, right? When it comes to yardage. And the Minnesota-Iowa game is like Minnesota is up on Iowa 200 yards more, but still losing the game by 7 points. Deep! Johnson goes deep, finally! And Chase Brown didn't catch it. Thank you, Dave Valinsky, for the $2 holler. I appreciate the generosity. Chase Brown, they went deep. They had him open. Oh, he should have caught it. Why didn't he catch it? Oh, he should have caught that. He was too busy playing with his left hand. Get it up over here. 2nd and 10. There you go. There you go, Johnson. Now you're looking. That's the play. 3-step drop out of your hand, baby. Quick. That's the play right there. Avery's back, Jack. Avery is back. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. We need this one. We need this one. Let's go. 3rd and 3. We need it right now. We need it. Make a play. Somebody make a play. Somebody make a play. Let's go. There it is.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Touchdown! Kansas State.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
He faked it. He faked it and went deep. Kansas State, listen to the fat guy from Minnesota. They had to strike deep. Iowa State was getting too cute. They were getting too aggressive. They were on their toes. Kansas State beats them long. Ties this game up 14-14. And oh, it's looking so gold in PATC country. Yes! Bam! 14-14. There we go, Cats. Wide open. Evil Badger, thank you so much. Later. Bill G, touchdown. Antoine Johnson, Mr. Sun Devils, comes walking in here and says, let's go defense. And then the very next play, it's a touchdown. Maybe it ain't no Greg the Cooler no more. Maybe it's Antoine Johnson, the Antarctic Sun Devils. Maybe that's it, Antoine. Maybe that is it. Al Woody didn't have to wait for the ball. Absolutely. 14-14. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What the heck was Iowa State defense doing? They've been creeping up. Kansas State has taken no shots downfield until this last drive, and they took 2 shots. They almost connected with Chase Brown earlier, and now they finally connected with them on this pass. Iowa State has been going up and up and up and creeping up because they're not afraid of Avery going deep, and then suddenly Kansas State calls the deep shots on this very drive. They lulled the Cyclones to sleep. The Cyclones were sleeping, and Kansas State got them. Now the linebackers are going to have to come up off the line of scrimmage a little bit. The safeties are going to have to be playing a little bit deeper. Is this going to help the Kansas State running game? We shall see. It's 14-14. Again, the line in this game, PATC, the line in this game officially for us is Iowa State plus 3.5, Kansas State minus 3.5. That is the line. Other people are using 3. Not us. We did 3.5 FanDuel. We're taking the lines off of FanDuel. We're making the selections early in the week. This was the line. There's no grand conspiracy. It's 3.5. So if Kansas State wins by 3, well, I'm going to take a loss, and the PATC Einsteins are going to take a loss. Okay, how does Iowa State respond? Rocco Becht has been having to run for his life, and he's been doing a good job of it. Ooh, good run back. Good run back. Got some yardage. First down and 10, Iowa State, 14 minutes to go. Back, complete, a good 6 yards. First down completion for about 6 yards. Here comes the Cyclones. Here comes the Cyclones. There's Carson Hansen. First down. They got him back in the game. Let him roll. Let him roll, baby. Give him the rock, Matt Campbell. Carson Hansen. Good run. Give it to him again. Give it to him again. He's fresh. He's pissed. He's pissed that he was sat. Give him the rock. He's back there again. Give it to him. Give it to him. Play action. Back going deep. Oh, almost intercepted by 2 different Wildcats. A little miscommunication. Again, Iowa State's receivers, not really a big part of the game plan. It's the tight ends. It's the tight ends, the running backs for Iowa State. Hands it off to Carson Hansen. Big hole. Big first down. Now they got the man. He's going. I can't believe they sat him so much this game. 8 carries for 43 yards. Keep feeding him. Absolutely. Keep feeding Mr. Hansen. Hansen must have pissed off the coaches early in this game. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he did have a slight injury or something. There's Hansen again. Iowa State's playing a little bully ball here with Carson Hansen. Second and short. Here comes the Cyclones. 12 minutes to go in the game. Hansen is suddenly up to 51 yards, 9 carries. Wow, they are Kansas State defenders are getting knocked to the ground on this drive. They're getting knocked to the ground. First and 10, another first down, Cyclones. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right, he got rid of it. 2nd and 10. Live to fight for another day, Rocco Beck. Good play. 2nd and 10, 14-14. Iowa State is in field goal range, but, you know, it's a kind of a tough turf to kick a field goal on. Cyclones would like to punch this in. 14-14, 2nd and 10. Iowa State made it to the Big 12 championship game last year. Lost to Arizona State. Kansas State would love to get into it this year. Big Big 12 game to open the season. Abu Sama going left. Got a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 7. Medea Hernandez Flugar 14-14. Hansen is looking like Scatterboot. Kerry Goldnose is calling a fumble here. 3rd and 5. Third and 5, big play. Huge. Rocco back to pass. Oh, it's off the fingertips. Chase, he's not having a good game. Chase Sowell is not having a good game. The ball's been coming off his hands left and right. The Iowa State receivers, again, we've talked about it. It's going to be the weakness of this team. Field goal to try to take the lead. 34-yard attempt. Iowa State trying to take the lead. The snap, the kick. Good. It is good. (17-14). I was a little surprised that Iowa State recruits better in the state of Minnesota than Iowa and Wisconsin. Well, lately, I mean, that is true. Lately, Wisconsin's done horrible in the state of Minnesota. Wisconsin has, they used to pick, you know this, they used to take our best players. That's not happening anymore. Iowa State probably does a better job. Kansas State TD and an extra point, and we're in the money, Greg. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let's go, Kansas State. Come on now. But Iowa State responds. They take the lead. Thank you, Dave Valinsky, Mr. Golden Gopher. Thank you for the $5 holla. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for joining us today. We've had a big crowd, people coming and going. It's going to be a great watch party season this year at PATC. It's going to be fantastic. We are going to have so much fun. Please subscribe to the channel. I never remind people of that. Thank you, Mireya. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel. Open up, turn on those notifications. Smash the like button if you like our content. I do appreciate it so very much. Tell your family, your friends, your loved ones about college football, PATC. We cover it on a national level, college football. Stormy Cyclone, thanks for coming on in. Your Cyclones are up 3-0. Rocco Beck is showing once again what a tough player he is. He's a tough player, man. He's getting rush, a lot of pass rush on him. He's making enough plays. And finally, they got Carson Hansen back in that last drive. Nebraska is Iowa State's recruiting ground now. That is correct, Stephen McNeely. I assume we're doing a watch party for Ohio State and Texas. Yes, we are. Yep. That's going to be a fun one. Arch Manning, Julian Sayin. Peoples, Wisner. Anthony Hill, Sonny Styles. You got them all. It's going to be a great game. Okay. Iowa State kicking off. Oh! He got flipped. It looked like he had a hole. 10 minutes to go. Kansas State's down 3. Incomplete. Incomplete. Second and 10. Avery Johnson's 18-27. Rice, the running back, in motion. Looks like Avery's going to try to run, and he cut it. Great run for a first down, but there is a flag. It might have been holding on Kansas State. We're going to find out here. It could have been holding. It is holding on the Kansas State Wildcats. Chris Kleiman is very upset. Oh, good play by Avery Johnson. Good play. Good. He's in the pocket. He's being rushed a little bit. He takes a sidestep. He goes forward, buys a little bit of time, and hits tip on a slant play. 3rd and 3. And we got an injury for Iowa State. That might have been the most impressive play of the game by Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson. Kansas State down by 3. Fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 3. Can Avery Johnson lead his team to victory? Comeback victory against the Iowa State Cyclones? Will yours truly once again start the season 0-1 against the spread? Or can the Wildcats score a touchdown, win this game by 4, so I don't have to hear all the calls of Greg DeCoula? I believe the Kansas State Wildcats are going to come back, win this game by more than 3.5, and we are going to have a celebration in PATC land that Greg the Gold is finally going to appear on this show. I feel it. It's in my gut. It's in my heart. It's in my spleen. It's time to believe. Kansas State, Avery Johnson, find Jace Brown. Give the ball to Jace Brown. Get it in his hands. Let's go. Let's go. Stormy Cyclone, $5 holla. Thank you for your effort today. Thank you, Stormy Cyclone. Iowa State is on the doorstep of being 1-0 in the Big 12. 1-0 in the Big 12. Could be a big win for Iowa. Avery, back to pass. Not a good throw. So the tight end, Oakley, could not get upfield. He could not get upfield. 4th down. You're going to have to, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? 4th and 1. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. Oh my God. They're going to go for it. What do we got? Trips right. Trips right. Empty backfield. I think Avery's going to run it. He is going to run it. I don't think he got it. Everybody knew you were going to run it. You're not fooling anybody, Kansas State. He didn't get it. He's short. Iowa State's got the football. They're going to get the football. 8:19 left to go. That play was too obvious. It all happens with Stormy Cyclone Super Chat. Up on the screen, his Cyclones stop Avery Johnson. Yeah, I did not like the call. Thank you, Stormy Cyclone. Woo! Bill G, very close. Very close. Bob Swanger is close. Stormy Cyclone, I had nothing to do with it, Greg. It's close, but I think he's short. AMAC, no way they can overturn the call. Lee, not enough evidence to overturn the call. First down, Cyclones. First down, Cyclones. Okay, Wildcats defense. You got to make something happen here. You need a turnover. You need penetration. You need to cause chaos, Kansas State. You need to cause chaos. Rocco Beck. Now, are they going to go back to Carson Hansen here? Cyclones going to run their number 26. Empty backfield. Now, that's surprising. Nope. Tight end gets him back in I formation. I don't know what Iowa State's running here. I don't know the play call. Preston from Greensboro, a lot of football left. Carry goal Knowles, game over. In a matter of a half a second, we get Preston from Greensboro, a lot of football left. Carry goal Knowles, game over. Thank you for the $2 holler, Carry goal Knowles, Mr. Seminole, appreciate it. Rocco Beck going back to pass. Wide open tight end down to the 7-yard line. And that is the one and only Benjamin Brahmer. Benjamin Brahmer, number 18. They're getting the big guy in the game. Kansas State needs a turnover. They need a miracle. Carson Hansen. Second and goal. Beck is going to keep it. Touchdown! Touchdown! Rocco Beck.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Woo! Woo! All right, it's just game one. It's just game one. Greg the Cooler trumps over Greg the Goal. It's just one game. It's one game. Everybody relax. Let me ask you a question. If I would have won this game, would you all be saying that Greg the Gold is here? No, you wouldn't be. I would, though. I would. Grandma taught me... do you need me, Maria? Greg starting off 0-1. Man, football is back. The Einsteins are wrong, of course. That's the thing you guys don't talk about. You guys are as bad as I am. That's embarrassing. You guys are as bad as I am. Ice, baby. Mowing after dark. This is the only game you're going to get right, Mowing. The only game you're going to get right. Iowa. This is Iowa State, not Iowa. Mireya. Two different teams. Iowa State. Iowa Hawkeyes are evil. Iowa State is not evil. Make sure you remind Grandma of that. Okay. 24-14. All right, Kansas State. Let's go. Let's go. Run this back. 6 minutes to go. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Iowa State may destroy Iowa. Yes, I picked Kansas State. 3.5. Minus 3.5. That was, so did the Einsteins. Looks like I'm going on 1. I'm not worried about it. Fresno State is going to keep it close today. And Hawaii Rainbow Warriors are going to crush Stanford. I'm not worried about it. No panic. Avery Johnson, wide open! Touchdown! Touchdown! It ain't over.
Touchdown!
It ain't over until the fat guy from Minnesota sings, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Finish it off, Wildcats. Finish it off. Okay, Wildcats, let's go. Let's go. Bill G, thank you so much for being a member for 21 months and for all the gifted memberships you have given out. You are a very kind and generous soul. Thank you. I appreciate it, Bill G, for helping us keep the lights on here at Peek Around the Corner. You have been a member of this program for 21 months. Unbelievable. You are officially knighted. Cloak and dagger. Thank you, Bill G. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. I don't know why Avery Johnson and Kansas State aren't taking deep shots all game long. That Iowa State zone defense is lost. It has not been good. 24-21 Iowa State. Beck is back to pass, dumps it off to Benjamin Brommer. It's going to be second and about 5, second about 5.5, second about 4. Zero whiz. Well, Greg, I'm off to Detroit to catch a game at Co-America, and I'm about 33-year-old man now. Happy birthday to me, and go green. Happy birthday to Zero Whiz, Mr. Sparty. Thank you for your generous, incredible generous gifted memberships earlier today. That was unbelievable. And again, thank you for the super chat. Happy birthday, young man. You're 33 years old. Your life has only just begun. Your life is only just begun. Off to Detroit, the Tigers, the Detroit Tigers. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your generosity. First down and 10. Okay. First down and 10. 33 years old. I was 34 when I married the little general. So, that was a lifetime ago. So, Zero Whiz, you've got 33 is very young. You've got a lot of Spartan games ahead of you. Ooh, I thought Carson Hansen was going to break that. Second down. Kansas State's defensive line is getting pushed back. They got pushed back at the beginning of this quarter when Carson Hansen was getting his lathered up. Now it looks like the Iowa State Cyclones offensive line has not had a particularly good day on pass protection. But in the running game, the Cyclones offensive line has been pretty good here in the second half. They have been. 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quick out. That's going to be another first down, Cyclones. Kansas State, you can't be sitting there. Now, are they marking them short? The wife is not 30 years old. Little General, you are not 30 years old. Oh, you were 30 when you got married to me. Yes. Yes, you were 30 years old. Yes. Yes. You're not 30 anymore. You're not 30 anymore. You are 29. You are 29. 3rd and 1. Going to pass. He's open. Probably caught it. Down to the 22. Down to the 22. Only 3:20 to go. Only 3:20 to go. Game over. Again, Kerry Goal knows. Woody, good call, Greg. Yeah. Risky play call. Goal Black 45. Greg is robbing the cradle. There's a 4 years difference there. Nice play call. Keep a chopping. Bob Swanger, wow. 24-21. 2:49 to go, 2:48, 2:47, 2:46. Carson Hansen trying to push that line. He got about a yard. Okay, Kansas State, you got 3 timeouts. Chef Mall, I'm in the lobby at my daughter's appointment. The watch party is more fun than trying to watch an ESPN app. Thank you, Chef Mall. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. This game's not over. I'm doing quesadillas. Do you want one? No, I do not want one, honey. I want 2. I want 2 quesadillas. Make me 2 quesadillas. Not one. The fat guy from Minnesota doesn't eat one of anything. You know that. Make me 2, honey. I appreciate it. 2nd and 9. We got a timeout for Kansas State. They've got 2 timeouts. Remaining. Kansas State cannot afford another first down by Iowa State. They cannot afford it. Kansas State's defense has got to make a big play. Iowa State, look, keeping the ball to scoring a touchdown shuts the door on the Wildcats. 2nd and 9, man in motion, backhands it off to Carson Hansen, nothing there. Kansas State will probably call another timeout. They did. 3rd and long, 2:32 to go. Now what does Iowa State do here? Fighting Illini. Ted, thanks for coming on in. Greg, great game to open up the season. 24-21. Field goal does not put the game away for the Cyclones. What would you do here for a Cyclone? What do you do here for the Cyclones? Do they take a shot in the end zone? Do you roll out Rocco Beck to make sure you don't, to at least try to make sure you don't get a sack? You can't have a tackle for loss right now for the Cyclones. You're in position 4 field goals. Screen pass. Jose says screen pass. We got split backs. Rocco Beck, split backs. One goes in motion. He's going to run it. He's going to run it. He ain't going to make it. The Cyclones are probably going to have to kick a field goal. It's going to be about a 34-yarder. 34-yarder. $34-yard field goal for the Cyclones to take a 6-point lead. Now that's going to ice the spread. Yeah. That's going to ice the spread, but it ain't going to ice the game. And of course, the game is way more important. Cyclones, a field goal, they go up 6. Thank you, old dad. I appreciate it, old dad. Yeah, we're just warming up here. We're just warming up. Missed that kick. Jeff Olson wants Iowa State to miss the kick. The analytics says to go for it. 24-21. Thank you, honey. How's the mom doing?
Good.
Good? Okay.
I say Iowa and she goes, ooh.
Well, it's not Iowa. It's Iowa State.
Well, Iowa State.
Yeah, they're two different. Iowa State's not evil like Iowa. Okay, here we go. Field goal. Nope, no field goal. Going for it. 4th and 3. The dream is alive if Iowa State don't make it. They're going to try to get offsides. That's the play. That's the play. They're trying to get Kansas State to go offsides, and now they're going to try to kick a field goal. (24-21). What's going on here, guys? What's going on? What is happening? They're leaving the field goal kicker on the sideline? What's going on? They're going for it? No. That's the play? You can't go for it. Oh, come on. You got to kick the field goal. First down! Touchdown! Like I say, you gotta go for it!
Touchdown!
Oh, come on!
Touchdown!
Carson Hansen! Woo! Did he get in? If he's not in, he's at the 1-inch line. If he did not get in, there's probably one blade of grass. Yeah, he's in, I think. I think he's in. That elbow came down early. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, he's short. He's short. He's short, Lee. He's short. Buckeye Greg says he's in. Kerry go nose, half yard. He's short. His forearm was down. Matt Campbell with the great call. I would have kicked the field goal. Yikes. Woo! Yeah, he's short. I mean, it's 3 yards. It's not 1 yard. Great pass by Rocco Beck. You know, I mean, I know it wasn't like a nice touch, right? He did not choke on it. Stormy Cyclone says the sneak is coming. Now, Kansas State, they've got 1 timeout left or no timeouts left. You could almost go in victory formation here. But if they got 1 timeout, you want to punch this in. Greg, is so cold, just being in the same room can give you brain freeze headache. Listen, it's just 1 game. It's just 1 game. What do you think is going to happen, Kansas, Fresno State? Huh? Fresno State's going to cover. I'm going to be 1-1. Everything's going to be okay in the world. And then Hawaii is going to blow the doors off of Stanford. I'm going to be 2-1. I'm going to be walking in here with my Greg the Gold outfit, and I am going to be hamming it up. So don't worry about it, everybody. Do not worry about it. Ah, that's right, because of 2-minute timeout. Ah. I did not pick Kansas. I picked Fresno State. I got Hawaii. That's absolutely ridiculous, Samoan. That's absolutely ridiculous. That undisputed national champions, Ohio State Buckeye Kool-Aid that you've been drinking has got to your brains. Stanford ain't going to win. You guys have no clue what Stanford is up against later this evening. Ali Aldo, the quarterback of Hawaii, 5'7", 5'8", whatever. It don't matter. The guy is the next Doug Flutie. He's going to crush Stanford. He's going to run around. Hawaii's going to score 38 points against Stanford. Stanford's going to score about 24. It's a lock. Lock it up. Lock it up. Heartbreak 25. Thank you so much for the $2 sticker. I appreciate it, sir. That ain't no snowflakes and... That snowman looks a little bit like me. Not quite round enough, but looks a little bit like me. Thank you for the $2 holler. Heartbreak 25. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's the Aloha Doug Flutie. Aliado. Stanford has a way better coaching staff. Stanford has got interim head coach Frank Reich. Those players are not going to listen to an interim head coach. Come on, guys. You're not going to play for an interim head coach. They're not going to have the same fight. They're not going to have the same cohesiveness. Stanford is getting blown out tonight. The tree is going to get chopped down. Hawaii Rainbow Warriors are going to thump the Cardinal. Terry Nord is not a genius. Terry Nord is not a genius, Mr. Jeff Olson. Tell Terry Nord that he's an absolute moron. He is the original. Terry Nord, Terry Aloysius, Himalacious, Connotacious, Sacrilegious Nord is the original Minnesota moron. You tell Terry Nord that. All right. Okay, we need a miracle here. Victory formation fumble. Victory formation fumble. Orange Truff, thanks for coming on in. I appreciate it. Potato getting not over just yet. We need a victory formation fumble. I never give up. I never give up. I never give up. I'm not going to quit. I am not going to quit. 24-21. The ball is slippery. It's been raining. It's been raining. I'm not going to give up. Okay, I give up. I give up. That's it. Game over. Iowa State 24. I didn't even put it up there. Yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't have mattered. Kansas State was favored by 3.5. Greg the Cold is alive and well. Well, if you want to believe that, you go ahead. If you want to believe that, you can go ahead. But things are going to change fast. Things are going to turn around. Stormy Cyclone. Congratulations, Stormy Cyclone. Stormy Cyclone, you took the heat. You went to Dublin, Ireland. Opening the game, Big 12 opener. You took the heat. You took my play against you. And somehow you came out with a victory. A well-deserved victory. Rocco Beck, he was tough today. He was very tough today. Abu Sama, but then it was the Hansen show late in the game. Iowa State 24. Kansas State 21. It's official. You better believe it, Bill G. You are very welcome. Good pick, Greg. Larry Andrick. Well, I got it wrong, Larry. I got it wrong. But don't worry about it, Larry. Larry, I know you believe in me. I know you believe in me. I know you know. I know, Larry, that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I cannot possibly keep losing like this. We are going to turn it around. Go Black 45. Who said 24-21? I was... Greg the who? No. Go Black 45 at the beginning of the show said Iowa State 24, Kansas State 21. Go Black 45 nailed this game. Now, maybe Go Black 45 is some time traveler. I don't know. I can't speak for it. I do not know. But Go Black 45, congratulations. Congratulations for nailing this. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you very much. Run up that score. They're not going to run up nothing, Moen. It's going to be a rock fight. Greg lost his first pick. Nah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I tell you what. Although I probably will eat more than 2 quesadillas because that's what I do when I feel stressed. Anyway, no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Mendoza line. Mireya is congratulating the Cyclones. You better believe it. Thank you, Ruby, for coming on in. Old Dad, thank you. Big Gun Shop. This will keep the Wildcats humble for the next 6 days. Vox Quindaro is thanking Moen. Back and forth, Moen and Vox, Vox and Moen. Stormy Cyclone, congratulations. We're going to end it on Stormy Cyclone. I appreciate you all joining us for the first live watch party of this year. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Gopher Godfather, for another season of PATC, the Enhanced Football Experience. Enhanced. Thank you for being a member for 21 months, Jose. Holy smokes, you are knighted cloak and dagger. Big Gun Shop, thanks for coming on in. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Steve McNeely. Reggie, thank you, Ruby. Appreciate it. Okay, so we are going to be doing an aftermath show either later tonight or Sunday. I can't really nail down the time based upon family obligations with the mother and everything. So, keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you have your notifications turned on. I have no doubt that I'm going to be coming in here on the Aftermath show wearing Greg the Gold, because I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1. I am going to be Greg the Gold. You are going to see me wearing gold. It's just how it's going to be. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. This is still going to be a winning week for yours truly. Congratulations to the Iowa State Cyclones. The season's not over for Kansas State. But Dylan Edwards going out with an ankle injury. Jeez. God, that hurt. That hurt the soul. Anyways, I want to thank you all for joining us. I do appreciate it. Let me thank everybody who donated to this channel. My goodness. Zero Wiz, Helmer Hennison, Evil Badger, Buckeye Greg, Stephen McNeely, Kerry Gold Nose, Bill G, Helmer Hennison, Dave Valinsky, Stormy Cyclone, Heartbreak 25, Larry Andrick, thank you so much. Thank you, Go Black 45. Thank you, Jose. Thanks for everybody joining us. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Bill G. Congratulations. Iowa State, $10 holla from Bill G. Yeah, congratulations. Big 12 win. Big 12 win for the Iowa State Cyclones. Okay, so I'm going to see you late tonight or tomorrow. I do not know. It's going to be the Aftermath show covering everything that happened here in week 0 as we look forward to week 1 in college football. The season has started. It turned out to be a very good, entertaining game. The Cyclones win 24-21. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please y'all take great care of each other. And as always, God, family, Golden Gophers.